If you're over 60 and still starting your day with black coffee, I want you to imagine a small change that doesn't fight your routine but strengthens it. A change that turns the cup you already love into the signal your muscles have been waiting for. Every morning you pour, you sip, you wake up, and then your day runs on fumes because breakfast gives your muscles nothing to work with. Today we fix that with one simple addition, and by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to add, how much to use, when to drink it, and how to build a 7-day plan you can actually follow without feeling like you've moved into a diet boot camp. Here's the quiet truth almost no one mentions at a checkup. After 60, your muscles don't respond to tiny protein hits the way they used to. The switch that turns on repair, the leucine threshold, sits higher, so the little 5 or 10 grams that sneak into a pastry or a splash of milk won't move the needle. You need a clearly signaled dose in the morning because that's when most older adults are protein poor, and that missed window sets up the whole day to play catch-up. You feel it around 10 a.m. when cravings nibble at you, around lunchtime when you choose sugar for energy, and in the afternoon when stairs feel steeper than they should. This is not a willpower problem, it's a fuel and signal problem. Your body is listening, but the message hasn't been loud enough. So we use the habit you already have, coffee, as a delivery vehicle for a real, threshold-crossing protein dose. Keep the mug, keep the ritual, keep the warmth in your hands. We just change what your muscles hear when that first sip arrives. Think of it as flipping a morning switch from wake me up to build me up. And before anyone worries about taste or stomach comfort, I'll show you 3 variants. A classic whey blend for maximum leucine, a gentle collagen plus leucine boost for sensitive stomachs, and a dairy-free plant option that still hits the threshold with smart pairing. If any of this sounds like something you want to try, tell me in the comments with one word, coffee, so I know to send you the printable recipes and the 7-day map we'll build together. Let's talk about the signal first, because the signal is the science that makes this simple. When you cross roughly 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at a meal, you deliver enough leucine to flip on muscle protein synthesis, the internal construction crew that repairs and rebuilds tissue. Below that line, older muscles shrug and say, "Nice try." Above it, they get to work. Morning is the best time to take advantage of this because you've just had an overnight fast, insulin is lower, and your body is primed to respond to clear messages. Add the protein to the coffee you already drink, and the signal becomes automatic. You don't think about it, you perform it. Now for the practicals you can start today. If you tolerate dairy well, the fastest route is a scoop of quality whey isolate that gives you 24 to 27 grams per serving, blended into hot coffee that's been cooled with a splash of water first, so it doesn't curdle. Stir slowly, then finish with a teaspoon of natural cocoa powder to add polyphenol and a hint of chocolate that plays well with coffee's bitterness. If you prefer something gentler on the stomach, use collagen peptides for joint support, but pair them with a leucine topper, about 2 grams of free-form leucine, because collagen by itself is low in leucine. If dairy and collagen aren't your lane, go plant-based with a PN rice blend to complete the amino profile and still reach that threshold. In all cases, the target is simple. Bring the cup to 25 to 30 grams of protein, so the switch flips reliably. Some of you will want exact numbers, so let's be direct. For whey isolate, 1 full scoop plus the cocoa gets you close to 30. For collagen, 2 scoops of collagen plus 2 grams of leucine lands in the zone without heavy flavor or texture. For plant blends, a leveled scoop usually gives 22 to 25. Add a small side of Greek-style dairy or soy yogurt if you tolerate it, or a boiled egg later in the morning, and you're there. If texture worries you, blend briefly or use a handheld frother. The goal is smooth, not gourmet. The point is consistency, because consistency is what your muscles understand. Timing matters, and it's relaxed, not fussy. If you like a light walk or easy mobility within an hour of waking, drink half the cup first, do your 10 to 20 minute move, then finish the mug when you return. If you do a gentle strength session later in the morning, drink the full cup first and let the protein settle for 20 to 30 minutes. This is not bodybuilding timing, it's healthy aging timing. We want enough protein soon enough that the rest of your day benefits from calm energy instead of chase the snack energy. If this already feels like something you can test tomorrow morning, drop a quick "I'm in" below so I know to keep making these small change, big result guides for you. I promised a 7-day map that doesn't require a new personality. The anchor is your coffee plus protein. Around it we place simple, repeatable breakfasts you can build in 5 minutes. On day 1, pair the mug with half a banana and a spoon of peanut or almond butter if you like a little extra staying power. On day 2, keep the mug and add 2 boiled eggs you made the night before, sprinkled with salt and pepper. Day 3, keep the mug again and use a small bowl of Greek-style yogurt with berries for fiber and color. Day 4, pair the mug with canned fish on whole grain crackers if you like savory, or a slice of whole grain toast with cottage cheese if you prefer mild. Day 5, keep it minimal with just the mug and a piece of fruit because your schedule is tight. The protein in the cup carries the morning. Day 6 and 7, choose any of the above that feel like your breakfast and repeat. When you repeat by choice rather than force, it sticks. Let's be honest about taste, because taste decides habits. Whey with coffee can taste like a cafe mocha when cocoa and a touch of cinnamon join the party. Collagen is nearly invisible in flavor. It's the leucine that adds a slight note, so stir it into a cooler cup or a latte-style base and it disappears. Plant blends benefit from a pinch of salt to round the edges and a tiny drizzle of unsweetened almond milk for body. You don't need syrups and you don't need sugar. If you're used to sweet coffee, taper by adding less sweetener each week rather than quitting in one shot. The win here is not a perfect palate. It's a steady morning signal that makes you feel different by 10 o'clock. Speaking of feeling different, here's what most people report within 10 to 14 days. Steadier morning energy, less mid-morning grazing, an easier time climbing stairs, and a small but meaningful change in grip strength and get-up confidence. These aren't miracles, they're mechanics. When your body senses amino acids early, it stops rating your own muscle for them later. You notice it most in the tasks that used to feel slightly heavy, rising from a low chair, carrying groceries, or walking a mild hill. These are the places where the morning cup quietly pays rent. Let's anchor this with a simple self-test, because evidence beats hope. On day 1, set a timer and perform as many clean sit-to-stand reps as you can in 30 seconds without using your hands. Write the number down. Begin the coffee plus protein routine and repeat the test on day 14 under the same conditions. Even a 2-rep improvement is not small. It represents a real change in functional power. If you try this, tell me your day 1 number in the comments. I read every one, and your baseline helps me tune future videos to your reality rather than to theory. Now a quick word on caffeine, because I want you strong and sleeping well. Moderate caffeine can sharpen alertness and even enhance muscular performance, but after lunch it may borrow energy from your evening. Keep the protein habit in the first half of the day, and if you enjoy an afternoon cup, make it decaf or half CAF. The muscle signal we're after is protein. Caffeine is optional and adjustable. The goal is a morning that lifts your day and a night that restores it. Some of you will ask about collagen versus whey, and which is better. The honest answer is that the better choice is the one you will do daily. Whey wins on leucine per scoop, which makes the threshold easier to hit. But collagen wins on joint friendliness and near-zero flavor, and a plant blend wins for those who need dairy-free. All three can work if the total morning dose reaches the target. That's the principle I want burned into your coffee routine. Dose and consistency beat brand and hype. What about blood sugar and weight? A protein-forward breakfast blunts mid-morning spikes and dips, so you cruise rather than crash. Many people notice that they eat more calmly the rest of the day because breakfast finally did its job, steadying appetite hormones and mood. If weight loss is a goal, this helps by reducing "I need something now" snacking. If weight loss is not a goal, it still helps by protecting lean mass while making energy feel even. Either way, your morning cup now works for you rather than against you. I want to pause and talk to the person who has tried morning shakes before and gave up because cleanup was annoying or texture was weird. You're not wrong. Friction kills habits. That's why the coffee mug matters. It's already in your hand. Use a small handheld frother that rinses under the tap in 5 seconds. Keep your scoop inside the canister with a rubber band around the handle so it doesn't disappear. Store your cocoa or cinnamon next to the coffee, not in a separate cabinet. If your system takes more than 60 seconds to set up and 30 to clean, it's too complicated. Simplify until it fits in your real morning. There are a few mistakes that quietly sabotage results. The first is underdosing protein and hoping the rest of breakfast makes up the difference. Older muscles don't respond to hope. The second is chasing sweet flavor with syrups that hijack appetite later. If you need sweetness, use a small step-down plan over 2 weeks. The third is skipping a real breakfast on busy mornings and promising to catch up at lunch. Your body forgives a lot, but patterns beat promises. If you've stumbled on any of these before, you're normal, and today is simply a cleaner restart. Because I want you safe and thriving, a short note on medications and digestion. If you take morning meds that interact with protein or caffeine, speak with your clinician about timing. Often a small shift solves it. If reflux or stomach sensitivity has been your barrier, let the coffee cool slightly and use the gentler collagen plus leucine path in a latte-style base. Most people find that temperature and sip pace matter more than they expected. The goal is comfort that invites consistency. You might be wondering how this morning change interacts with light exercise. Think of a 10 to 20 minute walk as the perfect partner. Coffee primes alertness, protein supplies building blocks. Walking distributes both through your system like a gentle pump. If you like a little strength work, wall push-ups, ankle pumps, or the sit-to-stand sets, place them 30 minutes after the cup and enjoy how your body responds. It's a simple stack: cup, move, recover. You don't need a gym to age athletically. You need a repeatable rhythm. I've seen this shift change lives in small but powerful ways. One woman, 63, told me she stopped raiding the pantry at 10 in the morning after switching to protein coffee. Another, 68, noticed her hands felt stronger on jar lids and her legs steadier on stairs. None of them became fitness influencers. They became energetic grandparents, confident travelers, people who walk into their day with a quiet steadiness. That is the point. We're not chasing a six-pack. We're building a day that feels better and a body that supports it. If anything here has clicked for you, write coffee in the comments so I know you're trying it this week. I'll pin a mini guide with the 3 variants and a 1-page 7-day map you can print and tape to the inside of a cabinet. Tell me which variant you picked and why. Your choice helps me build the next video. Whether that's a deeper dive on leucine sources, a dairy-free breakfast tour, or a gentle morning strength stack for joint-sensitive days. I want to leave you with a picture of how 2 weeks from now can feel. You wake, you brew, you stir in your choice. you sip with a small smile because you know the cup is doing more than waking you. Around mid-morning, you notice the quiet, steady energy where the cravings used to appear. At lunch, you feel calm rather than urgent. In the afternoon, the stares borrow less of you. That night, you realize you were present for the whole day rather than negotiating with it. This is not a miracle, it's a matched habit. The habit you already love now loves you back. So keep your mug, keep your ritual, and give your muscles what they've been waiting for. Tomorrow morning, make the upgrade, take the first sip, and tell me below which path you chose. If the idea of a simple, science-backed morning that rebuilds you resonates, subscribe to Dr. Power Rebuild. Share this with someone who needs a painless start, and stay to the end of the series where we'll stack this breakfast habit with a 5-minute movement circuit you can do before the kettle whistles. Your day doesn't need more willpower. It needs better signals. Start with the one in your hands.